And there we fucking are. Bert is here. He's just going to see what Buddy is up to. But
he put on his ring of invisibility. He's going to Mordor.
He's going to Mordor.
He said it's really fucking cold, and he's going to Mordor.
Yeah, he's going to go turn the temp up. Yeah. He's just hanging out there.
You can just picture him like a Hawaiian shirt or something, and a little mixed drink with an umbrella.
That's some vacation. Who goes to vacation in Mordor? Bert goes to vacation.
That was the problem. They didn't have good tourist industry.
They should have
had PR.
Yeah. I mean, people go to the fucking Badlands.
They know when you need a drink. Yeah. Everything. They're always watching.
Always watching.
He got all excited to see you, Chuck, and then I stepped on him.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Snap. All right, so we got 300 bits in the bank. That's a banked reroll. And then I just got 3 fucking complications.
What did we do to you?
I don't even know what. I know what I'm going to use those on tonight.
I feel like you're probably involved beans.
It's a Bush's worst tentacle monster.
Oh no, now I don't hope so.
I did hear that the beatings would continue until morale improved.
Is that how it is? Yeah.
Where there's a whip, there's a way.
Where there's a whip, there's a way.
And possibly a kink or two.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Hang on, let me click this button so that way everything's larger for me to see. Hey everyone, we're here to play Dungeon Crawl Classics. We're doing Night Below. And we're doing a hand wave time jump because it was one of those situations where that sounds cool, let's fucking do it, had unintended consequences. Dan, how long did you accidentally trap the party?
Gosh, wasn't it like some decades? I'm trying to remember.
It was a long ass time.
It was like 2 years or something.
Yeah, it was over a year at least.
Yeah,
it was at least years.
It was like 80
not
weeks.
Longer.
Yeah,
I think it was
really
tired of pork.
Yeah, you all are going to be so done with pork. So
done with pork.
Oh, hold on, let's go look here.
Dan's going to double check the math. So we're going to pick up.
Yeah, I think it was like weeks and then months.
Good God.
Yeah.
So this long forgotten tunnel cutting through the Underdark that used to be one of the busier throughways until a mysterious wall appeared. All of a sudden, the wall crumbles, revealing our party all with significantly longer beards. And
even
maybe even the halflings, and maybe a little more gut from 2 years of an all pork diet.
Bet you're glad I bought that magical beard brush now, ain't you?
Oh God, it doesn't smell like farts out here.
So yeah, you've all spent, we'll say, the last 2 years holed up in your magical mansion.
Tunneling out, weren't we, or something?
Yeah,
it would have been faster for us to tunnel. But
it definitely would have, but
it's more fun.
Yeah. So you're joined.
The world is ruined.
Yeah, we've got our party here. But we also have a whole fucking shitload of NPCs. There's our baby cleric, Andrin. Jason.
He's not a baby anymore.
Yeah, our nepotism fighter. Not that he fights nepotism.
Yeah, I was just
but
saying.
that he has. Yeah. Snaggle, the random dwarf that joined the party. Donkey, the pork-eating donkey. And if I remember correctly, you also recruited one of the remaining party members from the group you fought last time.
Yeah, surely after being stuck with us for this long, he's very well integrated with us.
Yeah, let's go ahead and just get him copied on over.
Yeah, we don't even have to worry about him betraying us now. He's got Stockholm syndrome.
He does. He's big fans of you all at this point. So yeah.
Who did the Stockholming?
That's right.
I hate to bring it up, but there is an inevitable question of we were in there for quite some time. It gets lonely.
Listen,
What
Oh my God,
happens in the
Farbauti's going to be
cave
all grown up.
stays in the cave.
Your son is going to be he's going to be an angsty teenager.
Oh,
my God. Because
God.
they do the rapid growth.
They
with
do,
with
yeah.
Oh, no.
But anyway, let's meet the actual crew. Dan, why don't you start us off?
I got the pitchfork still. He does the pitchfork things and sometimes casts spells, but most of the time doesn't. And he's
Accurate.
accompanied by his cat familiar and the audience.
Your familiar's not a cat.
I thought it was. Maybe it's not a cat. I thought it was,
It's a
but it
tiny
doesn't matter.
you.
Your familiar.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That was another
Is-
pitchfork that had the cat familiar.
Yeah, you've got the tiny old
The mini
man
me.
version of you.
Yes. Yes, mini me.
So good. So good. John, what do you got, man?
I'm playing Sweeney. I stab things. I'm a halfling. Some say I'm lucky.
Yeah.
I don't know. I made it.
That's it. Jeremy?
I'm Farbauti, dwarven mercenary, serial divorcee. I thought number 8 was going to be the lucky one, but then now that I've been gone a couple years, they've probably proclaimed me dead. I guess I'm divorced again, more than likely.
Could be.
I really thought this was going to be the one, but
Yeah.
Maybe. But orcs move fast, so probably not.
Yeah. Just think of all that back child support.
Oh, there went your share of the loot.
Oh, God damn it. I can't win for nothing.
Boy, I sure hope our cattle ranching orcs turned out okay.
Oh, yeah.
All the things that we unleashed on the world, and then
I can't wait to see what happened after 2 years of that bullshit left unsupervised.
Maybe we should just go. There's other parts of the world I hear.
It's true.
It's
I'm
true.
pretty sure if we just dig straight through the core of the earth, we'll come out in Faerun on the other side.
That's it.
There
That's
you
it. All right. And Bert, what you got, man?
Good Gatsby. Over these last few months, I'm never going to back to anything other than a bidet. And, I've learned to enjoy reading because there's not another damn thing to do in here.
That's true. The mansion does have a very well-stocked library. And with an all-pork diet, I imagine a bidet would be a lifesaver.
a must,
would,
an absolute must.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can now cook pork in 120 different ways. 12 of them are palatable.
like my-
What?
Grandmother after World War II. She was stationed on an island in the South Pacific, and she had bananas with every meal. So afterwards, she hated
snap.
bananas.
Yeah. Oh my.
Oh, snap. We got another trouble for me. I've got 4 troubles in the bank
boy.
today. Thanks,
Oh, they
Kat.
hate us tonight.
They do. Throwing it out there for Purdy. I would pick up Purdy and show her off, but she is currently curled up in my chair in the other room because it's warmer there. And I don't blame her for that. So, you all step out. Time has progressed. What's the plan? You're in the same tunnel as before. Continue your trek in?
Like, do we continue on like nothing happened, or do we go back out and see the wreckage of the world that we've been departed from for 2 years? Whatever.
Never back.
I feel like the prudent course would be to see how things have changed and go from there. But at the same time, I really just want to press on with what we are doing and bedam the consequences.
We really should
Never
play
go
up the
back.
whole.
You can never have regrets.
We're big damn heroes that were coming here to put out a greater evil. No need to go back and face consequences of things that are less heroic.
Or check on things.
That's right. Yeah.
That's right.
Who
If
knows?
you
Maybe.
left the oven on, don't go back and check. Just let it burn and move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe the orcs already solved all the problems.
Maybe.
It
Okay.
seems to me you lived your life like an oven left on behind you. We'll get a bard to fine tune it.
It's not like we left the oven on a bridge, so we didn't burn the bridge. We're all good. Let's move on.
There we go.
Oh, that's
there
true.
we go.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so that sounds like you're continuing in deeper.
Yeah, very responsibly.
Yeah, it's a long trek to your next stop. So Dan, why don't you go ahead and roll me a d6, Dan. Four long days of trekking through these tunnels, snaking around mushroom groves, avoiding inappropriate looking stalactites. And it's smooth going. There's so far no sign of this Darrow war that you were prepared for.
It's probably long since concluded.
But why don't we go ahead? So,
I'm more
Team
concerned
Sneak.
about the
Yeah,
inappropriately formed stalagmites, stalactites.
stalagdongs.
Yeah. Either way, you don't want them to fall in you.
That's my film
Maybe.
name.
Right. The dwarven word for them are rhinos.
Is that it? Okay.
Seems fair.
Good
Seems
to know. Good to know.
Hags and rhinos.
fair.
So Team Snake's going to be out front, leading the way, as that's usually how that works out. Farbauti and Pitchfork kind of in the middle. And with your gaggle of followers behind you. So let's do two tests. I would like Farbauti and Pitchfork to each roll me an intelligence test.
Okay.
You would think I'd be good at these, but I'm not.
Farbauti, you rolled a
Oh.
D16.
No.
Damn it. I forgot to set that back after our last thing.
That's
Let
all right.
me-
You want to go and give it another go?
Well, no, my page decided to freeze up on me.
How
So much.
A
Damn it.
10 on a 16 might not be that bad.
Let's see. I can't bless it. No,
But
I
we
just-
can do worse, and that's the important.
Exactly.
Foundry is now completely frozen on me. It's
That's all right.
wonderful.
I'll click the button for you.
All right.
You got a 14.
Better. Disappointment.
You both did very good. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pitchfork, I'm going to give this to you. Roll me a D4.
Okay. 3.
Oh, and I don't even have... Do you all still have the second human beer carrier?
I don't know why we wouldn't.
Yeah.
He's an important member of the party
Yeah.
because he carries the beer.
Wow,
Even
we
though
ran
it's
out of
probably
beer a
long
time ago,
since out of
didn't we?
beer, but
Yeah.
He's been with us long enough now that we're having to pay him benefits. So, you know.
Yeah.
We still don't know his name.
of course not.
Start
No,
with
we just
But he's been vested. We allow him to wear the beer barrel as armor of sorts now.
yeah.
Yes.
Dan
It's like a
actually...
little house that he lives in.
Give me
He's
a-
definitely not
inside him.
naked underneath the beer barrel.
Give me a D6 there, Dan.
Uh-oh. 5.
Okay.
Is that how many people Donkey ate since we got started?
No. You're kind of taking everything in, walking along, just following the group, waiting for word to come from ahead that Sweeney or Gadsby might have seen something. But as you kind of turn around, just instinctively, maybe you do a quick head count. And as you do this quick head count, you see that, okay, NPCs, there's 1, 2, 3, and Donkey.
Donkey? Have you been hungry? Is there blood around Donkey's mouth?
There's not. You stop and you look again, and you realize that Snaggle and human beer carrier number 2 are both missing.
What? I don't care about Snaggle, but beer carrier number 2.
And you know that,
That's what holds our beer.
yeah. And human beer carrier number 2's keg of beer that he's got fixed up as a backpack is gone with him.
I mean, it's empty, so it's less important, but
I guess it is. After 2 years, that thing's probably empty, yeah. Unless
It was
you can
empty within
figure
the first
out
2 days.
how to distill pork.
pork beer.
It doesn't sound good.
I mean, I'm sure we would have tried it. I mean, what else was there to do?
That's fair. So yeah, you turn back and kind of Jason and Prentice and Andrin, they kind of stop. They look around. And the looks on their faces, you confirms that, holy shit, Snaggle and Human Beer Carrier number 2 are both missing. You know you saw them on your last little set-down break. Human Beer Carrier number 2 is still trying to make himself useful, so he's just carrying around water in that for now until he can get a refill.
We probably need that, I guess. Well, did either of you see what happened to him?
Jason
Donkey?
no, like they were behind us and like they were, you know, I heard them chatting a little while ago and when you turned around, I turned around and they weren't there.
I
How long
know
ago?
Jason was a properly greedy little dwarven fuck, which means he had gold on him.
Oh, you mean Snaggle?
Or yeah, Snaggle. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, give him a whiff.
Yeah, give it a whiff.
He
Go
did
back
get
to
a
where
share.
last we saw.
Yeah. So, are you going to let Sweeney and Gadsby know?
I mean, how would we?
I mean, you could just yell for them.
Yeah, but that sounds like that ruins the objective of Team Sneak. So the responsible thing to do is not communicate with anybody and go even further apart.
That's the only
But
adult.
you know what? Jason's, somewhat sneaky.
Yeah.
So maybe he will. Well, I'll send Jason to go give him a heads up.
Okay.
So, yes. We'll responsibly split the party a little more.
Okay.
Right.
So, Farbauti, you do catch the scent. And you have to track back 10, 15 minutes until you pick up the subtle hints of Snaggle's gold. Jason, Gadsby, and Sweeney, you hear clumsily sneaking up to you. Kind of turn around, you see Jason trying his best to hide, not doing a great job. Hey, like, Snaggle and Human Beer Carrier number 2 disappeared, and Farbauti and Pitchfork are doubling back to go look for him. You two should come along as well.
All right.
And eventually, the two groups will meet up. But Farbauti, Pitchfork, and the rest of the NPCs, eventually you find it's a side crevice that you didn't know before. You picked up Snaggle's gold, and it's got almost that like stronger scent. It's been doubled back. He went back along the trail, and eventually you find a side crevice, and it was kind of lined up where it's, the main path is going this way, and then it kind of comes in at a real narrow angle, so much that walking forward, you probably just missed that it was there entirely. And you trek that the scent of Snaggle's gold cuts down this side path.
Dang it. We told him not to go down these things. That guy.
Maybe he smelled gold.
I mean, I don't know if we actually told him that.
I don't know. So, Farbauti, you're presented with this offshoot from the path that you were coming down. What do you do?
Man, take just a second to see if there's anything funny around the stone here. Seeing as that was one of the other things I get. Plus, I was a stonemason on top of it.
I'm not even going to make you roll for this. Because, once again, dwarf, you get to know that. You were a stonemason. It is not a natural kind of offshoot path. Like, it was designed to be kind of hidden. And It's very well put together. Someone carved the stone, made it look natural. Now there is like moss and stuff, so it does seem to be a very, very old offshoot. And as you're kind of taking it in, you do see some scuffs in the moss and slime along the walls that, you know, whoever last went through here, presumably Snaggle and Human Beer Carrier number 2, they were kind of, I'll put it as like all over the place. Not being careful. It's kind of hard to tell.
Perhaps they were quietly struggling.
That's a possibility.
Very, very quietly, which is a strange way to do it.
I'll make sure to share that with others that are smarter than me, but that's about as much as I'm smarter put together.
Yeah, and I will say it, Sweeney and Gadsby and Jason, you kind of come up as Farbauti is inspecting this little offshoot that you two hadn't noticed before either. There's a boss.
There?
I got her. That's Coco. I got her on camera.
Nice. Anyway, parties reunited, and it feels so good.
Farbauti, what you got there?
Well, somebody went through a lot of trouble to make this here little side tunnel. That's not natural, and I don't know if they were like drunk because we're out of beer. Maybe they ate a funny mushroom or something. But something looks really wrong about the scuffs on the moss and whatnot going down that way.
Maybe someone believed that they had beer in there and they thought they needed it more than we did.
They've been taken.
Yes, straight tooken.
Me,
Right. They've been straight tooken. Let's get Neeson on their asses.
I'll go crawl in there and see what I can see.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of, the initial entrance, I mean, it's easy enough that you can walk into it. But yeah, as you're kind of moving in, sneaking in. Why don't you go and give me that sneaky test?
I would love to.
And if the rest of you follow, that's so. Oh,
I think the important thing
23
now
to
is that we need to
24.
like have someone walking backwards so that we can keep an eye on the rest of our crowd.
Jason would gladly volunteer to walk backwards.
Is he good at that? I was gonna just have Tiny
Got a
Me look
spear.
backwards.
You know what?
over my
Actually,
shoulder.
Jason, tell you what. How about you stick with Pitchfork? I'll take rear guard.
Okay.
So
I'm actually just gonna have Mini Me sit on my shoulder and just look backwards too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I actually get to do something with him for once.
There you go.
Yeah.
But eventually, it opens up into a huge cave system. And this is... It's one of those things. I made this map in Dungeon Design or whatever the hell it's called.
Dungeon Draft or whatever.
Dungeon Draft, that's it. And it's like reading the book is like, here's the dimensions. And when I was making this map, Dungeon Draft was choking so fucking hard because it's so stupid big. Oh, and actually, we need to hide because these two fuckers aren't with you. You find it opens up into a very large cavern, huge in fact. And we've got Sweeney and Gadsby up front. And you can kind of see as you're standing there, Sweeney and Gadsby taking it in initially. Let's see how much sight you two actually have.
Like 30 feet.
Yeah. Because
Not much.
I'm going to click on Sweeney for this. There we go. You can see that it kind of oddly shaped, kind of stretches off where you're in to the left, to the right, very large cave areas. And there's a tunnel that continues straight in, moving forward. Farbauti, kind of looking at this, it all seems like it's still kind of that same, someone worked really hard to make this cave look natural. but this is monstrous. It would have been an absolutely huge undertaking.
It's a really strange undertaking. Like, if you're gonna put that much time into it, why work so hard to make it look like it's just a cave? I don't know. But I'm sure there's nothing bad waiting for us.
But yeah, I'll gladly turn it over to all of you. Figure out what you're doing.
I'm gonna sneak on up over to like here.
Or you
So I
can-
can
I'm gonna hug the wall and go this way.
Okay,
just trying to get a better view down both of these areas here.
sure.
Is the pitchfork generating light of any kind? Is anybody generating light of any kind? Because I would just think Jason would need it.
I would need it also.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Gadsby, Sweeney, you kind of move forward. Gadsby, you move off to the side. And Sweeney, you kind of cut ahead. And you can kind of see, like, you're not seeing, going towards like the left, you're not seeing any far end of this area yet. Looking down the tunnel, you're not really seeing any end of that. And same thing this direction. It's large. You're not coming across any ends. Now, give me just a moment here. I would like both Sweeney and Gadsby to go ahead and give me intelligence tests.
That's a good thing.
Go.
Oh, you both rolled
God.
3s. Okay. So a whole lot of nothing happens. You move
We
up.
just look at each other and they're like,
But yeah, other than it being large, this tunnel here certainly seems to be coming off at an odd angle from the main chamber that you're in. But yeah, you don't see signs of anything else. What do you all do?
Would they do that? I'm gonna briefly wonder myself if this is really just a well-crafted illusion of people trying to make their creepy-ass subterranean city look like an actual cave that we're meandering through.
You're saying
That's
that
why
this
it
is all an
looks-
illusion?
For just a brief moment, I'm curious.
We're about to give me an intelligence test.
I mean, we're dealing with creatures that do mind, fuckery. Shame intelligence is my very worst stat.
lick the moss. What's it tell you?
You pull an 18.
I lick the moss.
And as you move out a little bit, you're kind of taking it in. You're having this thought, like there's something not right here.
Right.
And you get this idea. It's all fake. It's all an illusion. And as you're kind of seeing that, you notice a chunk of wall along the left kind of shimmers out of existence.
I disbelieved the illusion. Holy shit! It can really happen. Guys,
You're
it's all
a
fake.
wizard, Farbauti.
I am.
I think.
But yeah.
All right. Oh, you know what I'm going to do?
Yeah.
Because I imagine if there's illusionary fuckery going on, there's probably also people what are subjugated to that whole, you drink the potion and stuff.
Yeah.
And I've got that fancy amulet on me, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to focus on it. If any fuckers here are beholden to this thing, you come walk to me right fucking now.
Yeah, that
This
sounds
is a
like
bad idea.
a great idea.
I know.
Trying to remember what that amulet.
Oh,
There it
it's
is.
He doesn't really
yeah.
know how to use it properly, most
Okay.
likely, but
No, it's fine. I was checking my notes on it to see if there's anything I need to do on the back end. And there's no response. Nothing happens.
Okay. All right. Well, that's, maybe a good thing then.
Could be.
But, everybody just be on the alert. Like, what you're seeing isn't necessarily what's really there.
So touch all the things to confirm that they're there or not.
Love that.
That's what I'm
idea.
hearing.
That's why you always get a good solid staff and you touch everything with your tip.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just a tip.
Sweeney will just pull out his +2 dagger and just. I'm going to proceed down the right-hand wall of this left tunnel, and
Yeah.
I'm just left tunnel here.
Okay.
I'm poking the wall as I go.
And
Okay.
I'm doing the opposite wall of him.
Okay.
Same thing.
Absolutely.
Unless we decided that Jason turned on a torch, I am standing exactly still in the darkness.
Jason can absolutely turn on a torch.
Disbelieve the darkness, Pitchfork.
There you go.
Disbelieve.
Make the darkness
magic
go away
missile at
with
the
my
darkness.
mind. I don't have that.
Create your own reality.
But if I believe hard enough, maybe I could have magic missile.
Go and give me an intelligence test.
Uh-oh, that's concerning.
You
17.
think super hard, but maybe you actually don't have magic missile.
What? I'm done. I'm going home.
You just pull out your magical mansion door
Yeah.
and I'm gonna go
Bye.
eat more pork.
That's
Gatsby and Sweeney.
I've become accustomed to the pork life.
Yeah. As you two are moving down, the wall's solid. You don't find any oddities, anything that doesn't feel right as your dagger scrapes the walls. And eventually, you two can go and move down. You will come to the end of this section. And it doesn't end up going as far as what it kind of looks like it should have. But you two will meet in the middle, and sure enough, you'll find no weirdness with these walls down here. It just ends with nothing fishy going on.
I'm gonna just give it a good hard look again before I
Sure.
head back.
Intelligence test.
I'm just going to lay flat on the wall and just roll myself down the full length of the wall to see if I fall in anywhere.
That's amazing. Sweeney.
That is one way to do it.
Yeah, Sweeney, you don't see anything. Gatsby, you roll along the wall, and sadly, nothing happens.
Got nothing here. Head back. Get on the next one, I guess.
I don't know. Hey.
Well, do you want the center hole or the side hole?
Go down the center. Do the same thing.
Okay.
You know what? I'm feeling adventurous. I'll take the side hole.
All right.
Okay. I like it.
We'll listen for trouble.
So Sweeney and Gatsby, the two of you, begin doing the same thing, and you can start moving your tokens down, and I'll let you know if anything shifts. Give me actually just a moment here. Okay. As the two of you get farther down, still, walls are feeling fine. But Sweeney, you're further ahead. I
Yeah.
presume Gadsby's probably close along the same area as you are. You kind of see that there is as I'm trying to remember what tool I did this with. Here we go. An area that it's first you think like, oh, that's weird. It's kind of just, it gets foggy all of a sudden until you realize like they're moats, like just a lot of dust in the air, and it seems to all be kind of like falling down.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna go poking my nose in it. You want to head back to the others, and we'll let them know what we found. See if Farbauti found anything.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, it's just, it's got this kind of like, weird kind of like almost rust color. It's kind of this reddish, brownish. But Farbauti, what are you doing?
I mean, I'm searching around.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a search and rescue guy. I'm
Okay.
a clobber guy.
So are you heading to that chunk of wall that you disbelieved, or are you going down like the main section, kind of down?
Honestly, like, my two brain cells click together. I'm gonna go check out the thing that doesn't seem to be lining up and doing a little more investigating around there.
Okay. So yeah, you head over to that chunk of wall that you disbelieved, and you kind of poke your head in, and you see it's this kind of tunnel that kind of stretches off into the distance. It's very humid in here. Not uncomfortably hot, but just humid. And the thing that you will notice as you kind of look around is this section does appear to be natural stone, not the stone made to look natural.
All right, boys. I found a hole. It's natural. It's warm and sticky. We should check it out.
Right. What do your gold
This is exactly
senses
what
tell
you do
you?
under those circumstances.
Did the gold trail go this way?
Has been a while.
Good point.
Following sniffing the gold trail, it actually... Give me a second here to do some confirmation. It actually heads down that center kind of hallway that Gatsby and Sweeney went down.
Dang.
Oh, it smells like the money's going your way, though. But
I
We could
got
do
an
one
idea.
and then the other.
Before I head back, I have this this black spider figurine,
Sure.
and I will summon the spider
Okay. You summon
and
the
have
spider.
it go scout into the moats.
Yeah.
See if something happens.
Okay. Let's see. You have the spider go on. Do you have the stats for that spider?
I do not.
That's fine. Let me pull up some spider stats.
I just know that its name is Kitfix, and it'll listen to me for an hour or until slain. I can summon it once per day.
Okay.
Its melee attacks are poisonous, and it can use web tangle.
All
That's
right.
all I know.
Hands up. I don't have stats for a spider, so I'll just grab another arachnid. And... Okay. It wanders into that area. I'm gonna go and just drop a scorpion there. You can notice its legs as it's kind of moving, and it keeps kind of like rubbing at its spidery face. Seems to be causing some kind of agitation on its face. And then all of a sudden, a spongy looking tentacle snaps down towards your spider. Almost lazily, but I roll really goddamn good. And it grabs your spider and kind of wraps around it and is trying to pull your spider up. but you do notice that your spider starts, it's been grabbed by this organic, fleshy, fungal-looking tentacle, and it's trying to, wrapped around the spider, it's trying to pull it up, and the spider's legs don't seem as coordinated as what they usually would be.
Okay. You said the tentacle came down from the ceiling. Can I
ceiling.
look? Can I look up and?
Yeah, you look up, and you peek up at it, and you can see there's this ledge where the tunnel that you're in, and this kind of ledge going up. So the ceiling in that area is higher, and you can see it's this like a mushroom growth. These purplish mushrooms with these long conical hoods or whatever the fuck you call caps. And they're all kind of writhing. And it's one of these mushrooms that's actually elongated itself and wrapped itself around your spider and is trying to pull your spider up to the ceiling with the rest of them.
I don't happen to see Snaggle or Beer Carrier number 2 up there either, huh?
No, you'll see maybe some small creature bones, a couple of maybe large insect exoskeletons, but no sign of any people, beer carriers or dwarf.
But how about our beer?
No sign of your beer either.
All right, I'm gonna head back.
Yeah.
I'll dismiss the spider since it's.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'll head back. Hey, Pitchfork. How you feeling about Fireball today?
I mean, I always feel good about it. It's just, does it feel good about me?
I think there's a patch of I don't know, spores or something up ahead. And there's tentacly fungus up on a ledge.
Oh, yeah. Just.
Yeah.
I'm already picking up what you're putting down.
All right.
Pitchfork, you're going to head up there to fireball it?
It's the only way.
I love that.
Sooner or later, Chuck is going to give us a room of explosive gas just to teach us a lesson.
Yeah,
That would never happen.
I've had GMs do that. That's fine.
So, Pitchfork, as you're kind of heading, it's right when you get around the entrance to this tunnel. All of a sudden, this long, leathery pseudopod slips out of the crack on the wall and just tries to wrap around you.
I don't want it to.
I only got a 12 on the hit.
That is not going to be enough.
Okay. I don't know if I've got an image for this. I don't, but it's as you kind of... So that didn't hit you, right?
It did not.
Okay. And as you look, it's almost like this strange, sea creature. Think of like a manta ray or something like this. And this pod that came out was one of its big side fins. And it just slipped right out and tried to hook around you and pull you towards the wall. It misses, you kind of step back, and you can see this kind of still flapping, swiping at you, trying to get you.
From the wall.
From a crack in the wall, very narrow, maybe inch and a half crack in the wall.
Man, there's so many grabby things down here.
It's a very grabby dungeon.
We're going for 2 years and the world went to tentacles.
I
It was
guess.
bound to happen.
I mean, somebody probably likes us.
Yeah. You can see, though, with every passing moment...
Technically, I'm still married.
Thought you'd be happy about that.
Every passing moment, more and more of this creature starts slithering out from the crack, moving towards you.
It's getting worse.
Sweeney and Gadsby, the two of you would turn around and see that there's a big weird thing crawling out of a chunk of wall that Gadsby, you went over with your dagger. Maybe there was a crack, maybe you noticed it, maybe you didn't. And it is heading towards Pitchfork. Farbauti, you would also see that.
Don't worry, I've got a perfect solution for this.
I'm excited to hear your solution. That is a great roll for lightning. Holy shit.
I only get to cast it once a day, but worth it.
Ooh.
Wow. Let's see here. Yeah, you throw it out. A 24 to hit. It's got a lot of words. So chain lightning
It does.
releases a single lightning bolt that jumps between up to 4 targets. First target must be within 50 feet of the caster, and every target after that's 30 feet. Cannot loop back to a prior target. So how are you wanting to handle this here, Dan? You just bouncing it back and forth between empty spots on the wall, or what?
Unless there's something else fun to hit, then that would probably be the case.
At the moment, you're not seeing anything else. So why don't you go ahead and we'll just do that 4d6 damage.
I didn't expect to cast it that well, to be honest. So
That's fair.
yeah, that's where it worked out. The damage was bad.
Yeah, that even things out. As you hit it,
But-
give me a luck test.
Oh, we're good.
So what happens? You hit this thing, and your lightning bolt just kind of like goes through, bounces off the stone behind it. As it does that, it just explodes this chunk of wall that this thing was crawling out of, sends it flying across the room. Dan, give me a d6.
5.
All right. As this thing is now burnt, there's this huge, hole in the wall where it hit. This thing's now flopping almost helplessly on the ground from
Hit
where
'em.
you dislodged it from its home.
Also, I get to roll for my mercurial effect a d4, and for 3 rounds, I get a +4 to other spell checks.
Nice.
Nice.
For the fireball.
Oh, there you go.
Because I figure I'm just going to ignore this now, because I assume Farbauti is going to kill it to death. And I'll go fireball some mushrooms.
Hey, you leave your nonsense out flopping on the ground. It's open game for me to stomp on it.
There we go.
That's right.
Ancient dwarven tradition.
I found
Stomp the flopper.
the picture.
Once to touch Pitchfork.
Yeah, this nasty looking thing.
It's just a manta ray.
The weird rock
Cave
manta ray.
ray. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like him.
Wait, this pitchfork? Gonna make a bad joke. I'll stop myself.
Okay. So for Bowdy, I am going to say you're going to be able to beat this thing to death. It is going to try and get a couple of licks on you. So I'm going to roll these to see if it can actually hit you as you're beating it to death. Let's see, does a 21 clear your AC?
Nope.
Okay, yeah. As it's flailing around, you easily slay this thing on the ground. Leading...
that was pretty good. Which you get a big mouthful of shield.
Nice.
That's right.
And yeah, you can have a snack for later. Pitchfork, if you're going to cast Fireball.
Absolutely. We'll just have to mentally add the +4 on it at the end here.
Okay, so that's a 25.
That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
Launch...
Something is wrong apparently today.
Yeah, who are you and what did you do with Dan?
Dan needs to play sick more often.
I guess. Yeah.
Fireball up to 160 feet deals 6d6 damage. You can arc it like a catapult up to 40 feet above the ground at its
Wow.
peak. As
That's great,
such,
'cause it needs to
can
go up.
curve around or over intermediate objects. So yeah, give me 66 for your fire
That's
damage.
delightful. Still 2 1s.
So yeah, that's the difference here. Is
I'm
You're-
getting the spells off.
yeah,
The damage is not.
but you hit this thing. These mushrooms kind of they almost like you hear shrieking. Maybe it's gas escaping. You burn off all of these spores. You definitely get the feeling that wasn't enough to completely put these things out of commission, but it does give you all a moment to try and rush past their little area of effect if you would want to.
Or we just keep shooting them with fireballs
That's
until
entirely
until they're dead. Because we're probably going to have to come back here again.
if that's what you want to do. Just roll me some more fireballs and I'll start.
It can't possibly go wrong.
I
Right.
could plunk a arrow at it with a short bow.
You certainly could. Now, Gatsby, were you still running past?
That just went wrong.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. So, luckily, Pitchfork, that's failure but not loss. Gadsby, you're able to easily cut across this area of effect, and you see that it opens up into another larger area. Birdie got in trouble. I actually just came running after her. Here, Birdie. I'm not. Look, you can tell she's been in trouble.
The thing to keep in mind is technically that is a 17.
17 is different. Do you still get that bonus?
Yes. It depends on whether you're considering 3 rounds to have passed or not.
3 rounds have not passed. All right.
Since we're kind of not in initiative.
Yeah, Gadsby, you make it past. That 17 turns into 3d6. And Sweeney, you shoot
Jesus.
up into the center mass of this thing. And altogether, that's another 10 damage the two of you inflict. So the curtain of spores has still kind of stopped from this continual attack. You're welcome to launch it off again, or you can make like Gatsby did and dart across to the other side. Gatsby, as you kind of get into the other side, you notice that you're in a chamber even larger than the previous one, and kind of once you get past this spore area of effect, it's far enough out, it's dark enough, you're not really seeing any walls in this area. So it's large enough that it's beyond your vision range to pick up a wall.
I'd like for us to be able to safely retreat out of here if we have to.
You gonna throw another fireball?
Yeah. Nailed it.
That's what, 14?
14. Which I think is the same damage. again.
Failure, but not lost. I mean, you could luck that up. And we also did get a reroll at the start of the session.
I think for this, maybe we'll luck it up. I don't know if we got any of our luck added that was bought earlier, but
How much luck did we get earlier? It was from John.
3, I think. Was it? Or was it more than that? I think it was 3.
Let's find
So-
out.
It was 300 bits.
There was 500 for me, 300. Did you want? I presume that 300 was a reroll.
Ah, okay. Then I guess maybe I'll re-roll it.
Okay, go ahead and re-roll it.
Because good decisions never go unpunished.
I agree entirely.
Very true.
Nope, they do. They do. That got worse.
Yeah. I'm gonna continue firing my short bow,
Yeah, go for it.
but that's
Yeah, the two of you, you're making some difference, but you definitely get the feeling you're not making as much headway as you want to. If you want to continue this path, you may be here for quite a while.
Bowdy, do you want to come and squish mushrooms?
Is this like if we're in a corridor, is this like a little like up area then?
Let me draw a picture.
Because maybe we can make other good decisions and cast ward portal on it.
That's
Because it went
genius.
so well last time.
Let me zoom in on my artwork here. So to show this is like a side view of the tunnel. Then it, oh God, that was too much. And
I
then
don't think I can see this thing.
Yeah, none of us can see it except maybe Gadsby.
Gadsby can see it here. I'm gonna move Sweeney over there real quick. And
Okay.
I don't know where you're at, Dan.
I'm up at the entrance, more or less. Unless Jason comes, I can't see.
Oh shit. Always complications.
That's right. I'm making things hard for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Just moving everyone up. So you can all see the artwork. So yeah, it's like this. You're standing and you're fireballing up at this area on the ceiling. And that's kind of what it's shaped at. And then the rest of this chamber's ceiling's kind of at that height.
Oh, so it's like up on the ceiling.
Yeah, it's
Not like on a platform or
No,
something.
it's
Okay.
attached to the ceiling, kind of going down.
Okay, well, I got one more free cast of Fireball today. If we want to just try and rush it at this point.
Sure, if you want
Yeah.
to.
Because nothing can go wrong.
Nothing.
Here we go. It's all right.
Give me a moment here. 17, that's another 3d6 damage.
Hooray, no ones.
No ones. I gotta open up a calculator. Calculator. Fuck you, open up. It's burning. It's definitely reducing in size. It's still moving up there.
Dang.
You could certainly.
I think we agreed that we're running through at this point.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Gadsby, while they were trying to light the ceiling on fire, what are you
I
doing?
mean, it seemed like a good idea.
I am going to continue to push my way this way. Sneaking.
Okay,
Sneaking.
absolutely. I'm carrying forward that. What did you have? Like a 23 or 24?
24.
Yeah. Hella good roll. Yeah. As you continue sneaking that direction, the walls fine. You're not seeing any of the cracks like that other creature came out of. The room's getting a little more humid. And there's kind of like a thin sheen of like just kind of gross algae slime over everything. Even the floor's a little slippery. But if you want to move a little bit further, eventually you'll come across a monstrously huge mushroom. And I moved you close enough so you can just kind of see the edge of it there, Gadsby. And this thing's giant. 20, 30 feet tall, massive cap. That's, what is it? It's maybe like 30 feet across.
Oof.
And it's just all these weird little like cilia-like fibers and stuff hanging down from underneath the cap.
The gills.
Well, this is coming out of like the gill area. There's like, at least find like almost you would think like vines, but they're mushroom textured.
Well, I'm going to continue sneaking along this wall until I find the back end of it.
Sure.
Just hug the wall.
Yeah, as you're doing that, the wall continues on. Nothing crazy. Until you get to the very back point. And I'm doing a little bit of... There's a fart on the screen. Who did that? Cat did that.
Oh my god.
There we go. Until eventually, Gatsby, as you kind of move along around the back. No troubles here. I'm moving your token. Hopefully you can keep up with it. You come to what you think it's the back of the chamber. It is, because you can kind of see it connects to the wall on the other side. At first you think it's a hole, but then you see the ripples on the surface, maybe from the light kind of bouncing off from Jason's torch way back there. And it's this circular pool of thick black fluid, think like crude oil.
Is there any motion in it at all? Or
It's got some ripple on the surface.
Does.
Like a little bit of ripple on the surface. There's certainly, looking for that, it does seem off because there's not really any air movement in this cave. So unless something's going on, like it's feeding up from below or something like that, there shouldn't be any reason for this thing to be rippling.
Okay. Well, I'm going to continue to sneak on around the back side.
Sure. You can kind of shimmy on around it. And eventually, if you follow that wall, you'll meet up with the rest of the crew.
Okay. Well, if I am not stopped along the way, I'll let you guys know. There's this giant mushroom and a tar pit or something like that over there.
We could try and light it on fire.
Fires.
Sure.
Good.
Yeah.
We still have a fire sword,
I'm in favor of this plan. Let's do it.
I see no way that this could go wrong for us.
I like that.
That's right.
It's definitely not some sort of entity.
No, absolutely not. Also not.
Yep.
Okay, I'll start moving you back in that direction a little bit, and you can kind of take over what you want to do from there. But yeah, if you head to the back of the cave, like what Gatsby described, you will see the same pool, almost perfectly circular. Little ripples going along the surface. Kind of looks viscous and thick.
I'm gonna examine the mushroom.
Okay.
In case somebody made a house out of it or something.
Okay. How are you examining the
Watch
mushroom?
out for those things in the gills
just
there.
kind of looking at it, not touching it, just right now.
Okay, give me an
But just-
intelligence test.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's just a big mushroom.
It's a giant mushroom. It's very large. Someone could certainly make a small cabin out of it if they hollowed out the stalk or built some structure up under the cap. Some real
We could
David the
mansion
Gnome type
here.
shit. So, what do you do?
Who is that directed at?
Huh? What?
I don't know. What do you do directed at? Just everyone?
Yeah, who's doing what?
I mean, I guess we'll maybe head over to look at that exciting tar pit
Yeah, absolutely.
where nothing will go wrong.
Nothing at all. So yeah, you all would move over there, like I described. And yeah, once you get up there, just tell me what you're doing.
Somebody want to like shoot an arrow into it first?
I'll shoot an arrow into it. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think you need a roll for this. As you shoot your arrow into the pit, it starts sizzling and slowly sinks into the black fluid.
Sizzling, like it's dissolving?
You could say that.
Or burning?
Give me an intelligence test.
7?
Yeah, you're not sure. There's some smoke and or fumes coming off of it.
Do we have anything else fun that we can put in it? See what it does? I have a bundle of wood apparently on my character. Maybe I can just take a piece of wood and just...
Sure.
Actually, you know what, Jeremy? I do want you to go ahead and roll that attack. I'm sorry. 'Cause you got a longbow. Yeah.
All right. I can't think of a deed to do with it other than just, don't look dumb.
Okay. Not looking dumb is the
Don't
name
look
of the
dumb.
game.
I don't do a lot of shooting with bows.
Okay.
My deed does not go off, but a 17 might hit.
17. Well, I mean, you're going to auto hit it. It's a pool on the ground. So that's not a problem.
Hey, which way does the bow go? I know how to use a long bow.
Bring on the other side.
Go ahead.
Flip the top to the bottom.
Ugh, this thing's so huge. It's as
what she
tall as
said.
I am. It is what she said.
So, yeah, you shot an arrow into it. Starts kind of sizzling. Pitchfork. You don't know if it's burning or dissolving. You don't see
the easy
flames.
answer is I got apparently a pile of logs or whatever, so we'll just take one and kind of set it on the edge, so some of it's in and some of it's not.
I like that. I do. I like that a lot. Go ahead and make a reflex save.
Yeah, good.
I'm gonna look up at the ceiling. Is there any big stalagmites, stalactites?
Right. Always keep your eyes out for rhinos and pegs.
There are no rhinos or pegs on the ceiling above this.
Any big rocks?
No, just plain ceiling above this thing.
I got a 10. I'm sure that's enough.
It's good enough that I'm not going to give this thing a free attack against you.
Good.
As all of a sudden, this thing forms up, moving upright into this huge... Yes, exactly. It kills Tasha Yar.
Sorry, that's not... I'm old.
Let's see here. As this thing...
Holy shit, it's a smog monster.
It has a pudding-like consistency.
Yeah. As this thing forms up into this...
On NBC.
into this monstrous, huge black ooze.
I believe the Braid Tar Pit is where they found Sylvester Stallone in Futurama.
That
Is that where it is? I was just going the fact that there's a TV show on NBC called La Brea Tar Pit.
It
that's what it's
was,
called.
yeah.
Did it get canceled? It should have.
I think it did. That's also, NBC is also where Star Trek The Next Generation first aired.
Oh, wow. It's tying everything together. This episode is brought to you by NBC. Dun, 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 or however the fuck it goes.
It's nuclear, biological, and chemical.
100%. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, snap, and Eddie has shown up.
Oh my gosh.
Eddie, save us. We need a luchador now.
Right.
Right?
Go grapple the darkness.
That's what I call it when I go drinking. Grappling the darkness.
No. That's chance. Oh no.
Is that edgelordy enough?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
There we go. I'll get the NBC logo up there.
Oh, nice. There we go.
All right. Yeah, we're all here. We're all causing trouble. I don't
boy.
see why we shouldn't just go ahead and pop into some initiative. Who are
course.
we missing? Oh, that's everyone for players.
You gonna roll for us all?
Yeah, I certainly can. Someone already rolled, but that's fine.
I'm fine if you want to roll for me.
Yeah.
I'm
And-
just gonna click the button. What did you have?
Looks like a
before?
very me initiative.
Wow, Jason.
Hey, Jason always does well in
He
initiative.
always does good on initiative. So
He's
He's come a
Johnny on the
long way.
spot.
Like, he tries hard.
yeah.
I'll be right
So
back, but I don't get till later. So.
Jason is up first. We'll say you're all up
Like-
within like a movement of this thing. Pitchfork, you are up far closer.
Too close, in fact.
Okay. It's like Jason's gonna be like, wow, that thing looks like tar. Like, what if I need a light source, right? Because I'm human.
Yeah, he's got
What
a
if I
torch
take
on
my
him.
bow and arrow, and like I try and for his deed, he sees if he can do a flaming arrow.
Absolutely.
But
I
like,
think-
if he can do it quickly enough, maybe he doesn't quite pull it off. I don't know. But like, he's gonna try and shoot like a flaming arrow at this thing,
Yeah.
man.
yeah, man, that sounds
Oh,
great.
Let's do it, Jason. Like, you've come a long way, man.
He's a champ. 4. He's got himself a flaming arrow.
Nice.
Okay. But
And a 19 is a hit. That's decent damage.
and a 6 with a flaming arrow.
As a thin sheen of blue fire dances across this entire thing's surface. Go ahead and roll me another d6.
Good job, Jason.
Okay, another 3 damage. All right.
Nice.
Anything else for Jason?
That's all he's got right now. His 4th level. I don't think he's got his second action dice yet.
Okay. It is the creature's turn. It only has 1 action, and there's only 1 target in melee range.
What if I told him no?
So that's a dirty 20 to hit for 13 damage.
Wow, that ties my AC.
And I need you to give me a reflex save.
It looked like it was going to be a 1, which it wasn't at
It
least,
was
but that's
not.
not very good.
All right. So, Dan,
Uh-huh.
I am
How
going
into the star pit am I going?
roll me a d4 here.
I believe the scientific term would be hilt deep.
It's a 3.
Okay. I don't think this is going to hurt you too bad because as it hits you, you've got a short bow strapped to your back and it sizzles the bow, reducing the bow's effectiveness. And I've
What?
gone ahead and updated your short bow's damage number.
Oh, well, I mean, out of all the things to lose, that's fine.
Actually, we're playing DCC. I did that wrong. There you go. Okay. That's its turn. You
But I
took
still don't like it.
13 damage. And your short bow's been reduced from a D6 to a D5. Laugh, Love, Lindy. Thank you for that raid. That's fantastic. We were playing Dungeon Crawl Classics, doing the classic 2nd edition adventure, Night Below. Andrin, our baby cleric, is up next. Dan, I believe you're piloting Andrin.
Gosh, that means I have to open his character sheet up.
Yeah, you do. You could have him run up
let's
there
see.
and just slap you to try and heal some of that 13 you just took.
I can't actually, because that's all temporary HP.
Oh, yeah, you can't. Look at that. All those fantastic raiders.
quickly running out.
Not your temporary HP.
Oh no, you're down to...
I have very low HP otherwise.
He's down to 48 hit points, and he's got a 16 hit point max.
Mm-hmm. Very low normally.
It's fair.
So,
let's see. I was looking to see what his spells are.
bless
If there's anything
ally,
fun.
detect evil, detect magic, holy sanctuary.
Maybe we'll have him bless. Who would be fun to bless? Maybe Farbauti.
Okay. Also, if I remember correctly, Dan, I did let Andrew
that's not
level
bad.
up to 2.
Oh, which I have not done, it looks
You
like.
have not done. So you should work on that when you get a chance. So that would actually turn that, I believe, that 20 into a 21, but that doesn't make a difference.
Doesn't change anything.
So for Bowdy, you receive a +2 bonus to all attack and damage and saving. Oh, attack, damage, saving, and skill tests for the next 1 turn.
Nice.
So that's about an hour.
That's a good one.
Wow. So +2?
+2 to everything.
Wow.
So next up is your NPC thief. I don't know if anyone stood up to pilot them. Gatsby, I believe you're the only one not piloting someone at this point. So if you want to, he's the red token on the map.
Mm-hmm.
And he's actually a very high level character. It's got 2 action die.
This is a cleric?
Prentice, he is a thief.
He's a thief. Okay. Well, he's got a short bow on him, and
Yes, he does.
I'm a kill from a distance sort of person.
Okay.
I think he's going to
It's
shoot.
the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and shoot. That sounds like a good plan. That is a 25 to hit
Ooh.
for 1 damage.
Oh.
Now, he does have 2 action die.
Yep. Okay, we'll shoot again.
There you go. 27
that's
to
better.
hit for 5 damage. That's fantastic. All right. And then that takes us to Sweeney. We're out of the NPC area.
All right. Okay, move up
Yeah.
and shoot.
Okay.
Do.
All right. 22 is a good hit. 3 damage.
Yep. And then, because I've got a ring that gives me like an extra action, I believe.
Yes,
right?
it does.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Would that be a movement and an action, or just a either movement or an action?
Either or.
Either or. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will fire another short bow.
Okay. 16 is a hit.
Cool.
All right. That takes us to the Pitchfork. Pitchfork, you are all up in this thing's grill.
Yeah, I want to not be there.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's important to start off with important spell casting.
Uh-huh.
Chill touch.
Chill touch. As you do, that is a 14, so that does pop off on a +2 on your next attack roll. That deals an additional d6 damage. But you're doing it. For the people who came in on the raid, Pitchfork, why don't you explain what happens when you cast Chill Touch?
My mercurial effect is the Mystic Twin, which gives me another face on my chest that I can use for fun things.
Yeah,
By casting more spells
absolutely.
for 2 rounds.
Okay. As a second pitchfork face sprouts out of Pitchfork's chest and starts spouting off arcane gibberish to cast another spell.
Yes, and I think, even though there's not really a good use for it, I'm gonna try sleep.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's an interesting choice. Let's see what happens.
It has Tide of Ash, which is all living vegetative matter within 10 feet per spell level is reduced to ash, which could be interesting.
Read that to me again.
Tide of Ash, all living vegetative matter within 10 feet per spell level is reduced to ash.
Okay, that could be interesting.
Wow.
I had to clarify. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't hear the vegetative first time, and I'm like, Sweeney's right next to you.
That's fine.
Yes, that's important as I kill the party. Or not.
You lose sleep. That's a 9. You would need to get that up to a 12 for that to be a success.
Yeah, I don't have any fleeting luck, so unfortunately I think it's probably staying where it's at.
Okay.
Do we have any rerolls?
I believe you all have 3 rerolls. Let me double check. 2 rerolls. We were up to 3. You used 1, so we're down to 2.
Do we want to give it a go?
I think you've got a clever idea with the vegetative destruction thing. That's a clever idea. I'd love to give you another chance.
Let's see how it goes. God dang it.
You need a 12 to make that succeed?
Yeah.
I'll spend a point of my halfling fleeting luck and raise that to a 12.
Nice.
Okay. All right, so 12 is a pop off.
Yeah. 1 target within range, let's make it save or fall asleep.
All right.
Otherwise, it's pretty normal.
And that's a 12, and it's a fortitude save or a will save?
Let's see. Will.
Okay. I nat that.
Bummer. Nat 1?
No, nat 20. My bad.
Darn.
Nat 20.
I was just, I didn't expect to be in that one, but I could always be hopeful.
You can always be hopeful. That's true. Sadly,
50-50, you hear Nat.
And what level is that spell? It's a level 1 spell, or it's level per caster? What level are you?
Let me double check. I think it's per caster.
That
for Tide of Ash.
sounds more correct.
Oh, no, per spell level.
Okay, so it's just 10 feet. Doesn't seem to have any effect on this.
Oh.
Except for all of my... Oh, wait. We've been trapped in a cave for 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't have any.
Any vegetation's long gone.
It's long gone.
All right. Anything else? Oh,
Actually, that's not accurate. I have a short bow.
It doesn't affect dead stuff.
Okay. Never mind.
good
Boy,
clarification.
otherwise, that
Dead-
was all
dead.
the floor.
In our guts, however, we're going to be running out of both ends for weeks.
Oh God, yeah. All that gut biome's gone.
I don't think that counts as vegetative, though.
Yeah. Pitchfork. What else do you got, man?
I have getting away from this.
I like it. You get away from it.
I was kind of surprised you didn't run over and, do the thing.
I mean, the witch thing.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm out of spells that I can cast at this exact second. But
Fair enough.
soon. But
Soon.
the audience can go make an attack.
okay. Let's
Go get him, audience.
Get them.
You're the real hero.
That's right.
Fucking Christ,
And,
audience. 32 to hit.
Let me
Holy
double check.
crap.
4 of that damage is fire damage.
Okay.
Get them, audience.
The
Do what I couldn't do. Be useful.
audience does need to make me a reflex save. The audience does fail that reflex save.
That's sad. It's a +9.
Wait, so that was a D20 plus 5.
Yes,
Is that the right reflex save for the
Yes.
audience? Okay.
it is. The audience is very strong.
As the audience swings hard into this thing, deals a lot of damage, but comes away with a sizzling sword that has been
it's already a sizzling sword.
a different kind of sizzling.
Oh, no.
As the audience's sword.
How much does it cost for that to not happen?
You were at a 9. I would want just 4 luck.
Just 4. Fuck.
You need 4
Yeah.
luck?
Damn.
I can do that. I'll spend 2.
Okay. All right, so that preserves that
Thank you.
D8
Here.
on the audience's sword. Okay, good save. Anything else, Dan?
The audience will probably separate just a little bit also.
Sure, absolutely. All right, and I believe that
He
takes
can
us.
fly, so
He can fly. 2 for Farbauti. Farbauti, what do you got?
Well, I'm going to bravely assess the situation of what's been happening to the folks that get up too close to this. And, really lean into respecting Jason's choice of doing the flaming arrow bit
Yeah.
instead of running up to it myself. So take my longbow, I'll follow suit on him, I'll do my deed to be doing flaming arrows on it.
Okay.
And I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
So we'll just manually do +2s on these.
Okay. So that's
Oh, the deed goes off. So 8
Nice.
damage.
25 to hit.
25
8
to hit,
damage.
8 damage.
Go and give me another D6.
Yes.
and I don't think your deed die got added to your damage.
It did not.
Oh, okay. So it would be 9, 11.
All right.
And
I go get a
another
little
4
more
on top
water.
of it.
Okay. This thing is still up. It is thoroughly on fire at this point, and it seems to be losing some of its cohesion.
Okay, cool. Well, I will follow up. I assume I can only get the oomph of 1 fire arrow on it, but I'll carry my D die forward.
Okay.
And I'll shoot with my D16 action.
Okay. 5 does not hit.
It's okay. I've got my ring D16 action.
All right. 7 does not hit.
A 9.
Oh, 9 does
Yeah,
not
it's
hit.
okay.
Yeah. Anything else?
Nah, I sucked it up on the last couple, but I got the one good hit in.
You got a 1 good hit. It was a good hit, which takes us to Gadsby.
Well, it's still up.
It's still
I
up.
seem to have these arrows.
You do have arrows.
Oh,
12 does hit
okay.
for 8 damage. You kill it on your first shot, man.
Nice.
As it breaks apart and dissolves and starts spreading back out into a pool. And as it spreads out, you all notice where this thing spreads out, the rock starts sizzling.
Let's not get in that. Back up a little bit.
Okay.
Backing up, backing up, backing up.
Do I have like a glass container with like a
Give me a luck test.
lid or something?
Yeah, it's called a luck test. If you pass it, you do.
Oh, cool.
You do.
All right, then I'm gonna go up and very carefully scoop some into a glass bottle.
You carefully scoop some into a glass bottle, and it doesn't seem to be burning through the glass.
Might come in handy later.
Certainly could. Just count that as a vial of acid. That's disappointing because you all had done so much fire damage to that, and I was having that fire damage reapply on its turn. But at the same time, its attacks did fire damage, and I didn't get to hit anyone with that. So disappointed. So,
We're sorry.
yeah. You should be.
We're gonna be.
Yeah.
All right. This thing has been slain. If it had any loot in its body, it probably long dissolved.
Yeah.
Now what?
Well, it's funny though, because I smelled that whole like smell of gold and stuff in this direction,
Now,
but I don't really want to go poking around in there.
I will say that you kind of, you rescent the air, and kind of as you were walking in, you would have followed it. The scent of gold kind of continued down the main chamber and not this left chamber that you all went down. So it would have gone kind of that direction. I don't know if you all will be able to see that arrow. But this was not the direction that the gold scent would have gone.
Okay.
Well, that was it's about 5 kinds awful, but I suppose we keep looking for
Yeah.
Snaggle and beer carrier.
Yeah.
Let's just call him BC.
BC.
Like BC?
A good proper nickname.
I like it.
He's not just beer carrier anymore. He's BC.
Okay.
But he was the second one, right? So he's BC2.
He is BC2. BC1
I like that.
is a Quaggoth king.
Yeah. Look, this is what we kept telling them in the mansion. If we learn your name, we know who you are, where you come from, we're gonna care. We're gonna be sad when you die.
It's not.
We don't want that for us. You don't want that for us. So
I'm just kind of hoping we have a chance to do some of those like grafting of auto mechanical parts on him. So like BC2 means he's become some sort of like reforged automaton.
Nice.
Oh, I like this. I
Yeah.
like this plan.
Half beer carrier, half robot.
I'm there for it.
All adventurer.
Yeah. All right. So, now what?
We should probably go try to figure out where they went.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I've got the one tunnel that was like the illusion tunnel. Like we can try and go the trail of the scent.
I'm just confused. Like, what brought them this way? Like, why they?
I don't-
What
maybe it was one of them little flappy like the squished nutsack creatures, the lurkers.
Did we win?
We did. Gadsby killed it with a shot.
Did it have anything fun inside of it?
It did not, but I scooped up some
Uh,
of its acidic remains.
Disappoint.
Fair.
Yeah. So, you're going to go back to following the scent of Snaggle.
Yeah.
Or, all right.
He always used his prison pocket for the platinum.
Did.
Okay. I was just checking a few things. Don't worry about it. I'll just move our tokens back to kind of where the scent was left off. Oh, you're going to clip through some walls. Uh-oh.
Oh God!
Oh,
Teleported to reality. Am I me, or did I cease to exist for a bit?
Did what?
There's so many questions.
So many questions. So, yeah, what are you going to do now? Heading down this main kind of hallway. It's almost like a continuation of the previous hallway with this chamber interrupting it is the direction that the gold is scented.
I mean, do we just shove ourselves as deep in as we can into this mystery?
That seems like a working strategy so far.
Let's plunge blindly forward into this
Right.
dark shaft.
Okay. Not how I would have described it.
We'll boldly go where Snaggle and Beer Carrier 2 have already gone before.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
who hasn't done that already?
Yeah.
Right?
Tears in a cave.
Especially you.
So, as usual, Gadsby
As he looks
and
over at
Sweeney. Yeah. Are you two leading the way?
Yup.
Yep.
Go ahead and start moving your tokens down that tunnel. And it's same thing. It's kind of curving a little bit. Now, Gadsby, it's about at that point that you see a gray-fleshed, naked man pressing his body up against the wall of the tunnel.
I already
Almost-
tried that. It doesn't work.
Goddamn wall fuckers.
Now,
These goddamn wall fuckers.
as Gadsby, like he's got his back up against the wall. Gadsby, you yell that out. It doesn't work. Sweeney, you don't see anyone that Gadsby's yelling at.
Gatsby. Who are you talking to?
The gray guy over there, he's kind of rolling around on the wall like I did earlier, except I didn't try it naked. Maybe he's onto something.
This gray man kind
Anybody
of
over there?
reacts in a moment of surprise, and as you kind of see, he kind of steps away from the walls, kind of looking at himself, looking at you. His face doesn't have any features, just completely blank.
Any eyes? Or just a smooth?
Just smooth.
Gatsby starts pinching himself.
And
Looks over at
Sweeney, you
This is
definitely
like from my nightmares, man.
I
Am
definitely don't see
I asleep? I might be asleep.
Well, you shoot it and tell me where it is.
now.
Face.
I will also point out, Gatsby, at first it kind of startles you, but once you have a moment to digest this information, as this thing seems surprised, it looks identical to Pitchfork's invisible servant.
Okay.
Because if
But
you,
it's an invisible servant, so I've never seen it.
well, I had to double check our sheets. Last session, one of the people that you dropped, one of them was wearing a ring of invisibility and a ring of detect invisibility. And Team Sneak split it. Sweeney got the ring of invisibility, and you got the ring of detect invisibility. So
That's
for
it.
the past 2 years, you've been able to see the audience,
Okay.
Oh my. He's
I'm-
breaking the fourth wall.
right?
So sorry.
And they're a handsome bunch of individuals out there. The audience.
What a save. But kind of realizing that its cover might be blown, this thing seems confused. It starts creeping towards you, like very cartoonish, like kind of like creeping.
I
Not
do my hands
really.
the same way, but I walk back away from it.
Oh, with that, it freezes solid for just a second and then just dead sprint right at you.
Oh.
Why
All right,
don't
no time for get my weapons out.
Yeah, why don't we go ahead? I'm just going to throw Gadsby and this thing into initiative, and we'll see which one of you pops off first. Gadsby, I need to re-roll yours because yours was set as a D16. Is that correct?
Yeah,
It's because
you
you're
have a bow.
using my second weapon.
Okay.
Hold on.
Well, it also counts a bow as a 2-inch.
Okay, there we go.
Excuse me.
Oh, it was worse. It's fine. This thing's going to connect with you before you get a chance to get away.
I'm fumbling for my weapons. That's what's happening.
As it just comes up and just slugs you. 15 to hit. Does that hit? for 14 damage.
The 15, actually, that's a lot of damage. You see some teeth getting knocked out of Gatsby's mouth.
Oh,
Holy
wow.
shit!
That is a
The air's kicking Gatsby's ass. You better get down here.
That's one heck of a fart.
Gatsby, it turns around to your turn. You definitely
Stab him twice.
absolutely.
Let's see. Wait a minute. So when we're dual wielding, we're D16s, right?
D16s, yeah.
All right. So I actually get 4 attacks. But they're,
Nice.
okay, first one.
Do you,
Nice.
as a halfling, do you crit on a 16 on a D16?
Yes.
So that first hit is a crit there, Gatsby.
Okay.
So
Second hit.
that is also a hit.
Okay.
Keep on rolling them, and then we'll resolve your critical hit.
All right. Next short sword attack.
That is another critical hit.
Wow.
Dagger attack.
That one is a miss. So
All right. So 2 crits.
you need to give me a D12 plus 1. And you need to roll that twice for me.
12. Nope.
And you are on crit table 3.
So 3.
That would be... And then if you want to roll that again,
6.
all right. Oh, shit. Okay, so your first critical hit, powerful strike, hammers the foes to their knees. You get to make another attack.
So, okay. So 2, actually, since it's dual handed.
Yeah. That's another hit.
And a miss.
That's a miss. Okay. And then your second critical hit dealt an additional D8. So roll me another D8. I have to get my notepad over here. All right. Gatsby, altogether, you did
16 points.
16 points.
Gave a little than I got.
Yeah. Is that right? Because your first section is that 6, 7, 10 damage on the first go. And then your additional 2 attacks did another 10 damage.
Oh,
And then the
okay.
3
Oops,
bonus. That's 23 damage.
yeah. Okay.
Nice.
There we go. Math. It's hard.
Nobody said there'd be math.
Holy shit. This thing looks terrible. It is just covered in stab wounds. As
That's me
this...
just yelling, "You want a piece of me? You want a piece of me?"
Yeah. So there's definitely a fight breaking out that the majority of you are unable to witness.
Gatsby looks pretty bad himself.
Initiative is on the table. We'll say during this little bit of struggle, you were all running up because I don't want you all to waste your turn just running. So we'll say you're a movement from where Gatsby is stabbing the air.
And the air is bleeding.
Well, Gatsby can see that the air is bleeding. The rest of you actually
shit.
don't see anything. So we start our combat go.
Are you sure, man? He hit me hard enough that my blood's probably sprayed all over it.
Give me a luck test. That is a
yeah.
pass. Yeah, you can see one bloody kind of outline of a hand floating in the air from where it punched the shit out of Gatsby.
Chuck,
We
can
can only
I
have
be part
one
of the
invisible
initiative?
person here.
No, you can't be part of the initiative.
Okay. I'll just stand here. and look pretty.
Let me get you added.
Somebody
There you
has
go.
got to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Jason's turn. You see a kind of an outline of a bloody hand floating in the air. You should unmute.
I should like unmute myself, but like I should shoot in that area, but for my D die, just in case anybody else missed the bloody hand waving around, I should make sure that my arrow hits in a place to like be a tracker for other people. So I want my D die to be wherever my arrow hits. Like it's gonna make other people have an easier time hitting.
Okay,
it.
I like it. Absolutely.
Like Jason's
Algebra
like,
equations are gonna flash on your face, and then you'll know
Yeah,
where the
man.
center of mass is at.
Jason might not be the smartest dude, but he's been working like really hard at being helpful. And Jason's got that shit down, man.
Yeah. So, Gatsby right now swinging at 1 AC because he can see it. The rest of you are swinging at another AC, but if Jason gets this hit to land, then it's
I'm gonna try
gonna
again.
reduce that AC. And that is a fucking
Holy crap.
crit.
Go, Jason.
Holy shit.
Dang!
Oh God.
It reduces its face to a formless mass of flesh
Does
and bone fragments.
extra
It takes that-
damage.
It takes set formless and formless is it even more.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. That is
Oh,
16
okay.
damage.
Oh.
You don't even like maybe Jason accidentally grabbed an arrow without a tip, or maybe like he was experimenting with like flaming, like make like little flaming arrows, like little torches built onto the end. He forgot to light it, but this thing just erupts, and Gatsby, you watch it erupts through this thing's face. Hang on, Purdy's demanding I throw a toy. The toy. This thing's fucking dead. You, between Gatsby multi-crit knife flurry and Jason's power sniper attack, this thing's fucked.
Dude, way to like mark it with your blood. That was really smart, man. Gatsby, you're like
Jake, I'm missing like 4 teeth. Can you kind of look around? Oh man,
oh god, I'm so sorry, man. Yeah,
I'm
you're
down
like
to
a cat.
5-7 hit points.
Yeah.
I could like I still have a lot of teeth. I could give you one of mine, I guess.
And
Or like my dad pulls teeth out of people all the time when they say things he doesn't like. So like I could just borrow some of those teeth.
Just plug them in.
Again, it comes down to Germian teeth. Just want to point
it
that out.
does.
Yeah,
It's all right. My next row will drop in soon. It's okay. We're like sharks, halflings.
They are.
I thought that was goblins.
No, it's halflings and goblins are pretty much the same thing.
They are. True.
Okay, so yeah, Gatsby is beat up. So if baby cleric Andrin wanted to try and lay on hands,
I still have 1 healing potion left as well. So let's see what the healing on does.
Look at that. Look at
That
that.
is a
He
great-
did good.
uh,
He did a good.
What's your alignment? there?
Chaotic, of course.
Okay, so it is opposed on a 19,
Just one.
just
Only-
one
only
hit
one
die.
All right,
Go.
1 hit
Hit
die.
die.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember for clerics, do their spells get picked randomly, like everyone else?
No, you can choose them. I do believe.
Okay.
I think so. That sounds right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And pretty much, you can keep casting them like.
Oh,
Even-
geez,
even
and only
if you
another 2
fail the
from a
roll.
healing potion.
You
Oh,
don't
that's
lose the
rough.
spell. Your disapproval just generally goes up.
I've done plenty of that.
So, well, I'm halfway. I'm at 11 out of 21. So, I'm feeling a little better.
Okay.
Oh. Hey, so Pitchfork, that looked just like your invisible friend. So, like,
It
does that mean
wasn't.
that there's another magic user around that was reporting to?
Could
Oh,
be.
look, he was rolling around over here. I go to the part of the wall where I saw it. Check it out. Right around here.
So, and actually, kind of thinking about it, Gatsby, it doesn't look like necessarily he was waiting in ambush. Kind of from that positioning, you're thinking that maybe it wasn't expecting someone just to be able to see it, hoping that you all would move past and it could close in behind you all.
Joke
But it
was
looks
on
exactly
him.
like that friend of yours. So, like, does that mean we got another spellcaster up here somewhere?
It seems possible. Probable. And apparently it knew we were coming, so that's not a good sign.
Like, can you like just step up there and like challenge him to like a smackdown or something? Is that what you wizards do?
No.
Wizard duel.
I'm pretty sure that's
Wizard duel.
Wizard duel.
I think what's probably going to happen is that we're going to get there and he's just going to do some magic at us, like without asking
you
questions.
just scream across the ether, "I challenge you to a game of pigs and rhinos," and he'll know what it means.
He'll know what it means. Absolutely.
He'll know what it means.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I'm just making that up. I just want to see what happens.
That's absolutely fair. This, I think, we're close enough to time. We'll continue this rescue mission next week.
Hey, DCC has some kick-ass wizard on wizard duel spell.
It
rules.
does. I would have to read it because that table for wizard duel is complicated.
There's a wizard duel table?
There's a
Yes.
fucking wizard duel table in DC. I wonder if I got it on the
I
table.
mean, come on. You got to see that.
Except that I'm not a good wizard.
Oh, it's called Spell
Hey,
Duels.
you were amazing tonight.
So.
All right, let's show this.
Just
I'm gonna.
eat some sketchy food or something beforehand.
There you go. There's the journal entry on spell duels for DCC, and it
Oh, boy.
is.
Come on. Buddy.
There's different kind of spells that you can use to do what, and then there is a spell duel check comparison matrix.
Oh, no.
Counter spell power. Yeah, it's intense what DCC does with wizard duels. But yeah, that's where we'll call it for tonight. Let you stew on what that invisible creeper might have been and what it means going into the next section.
It was just a lone invisible creeper. It's just a pervert that was hanging out in the tunnel.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Invisible creeper.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's.
So if the other one is called Audience, is this one called a Raider? Is this what this one is?
You just killed our raiders. Yeah.
It's a
Oh,
Raider.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
But yeah, let's do our closing round of plugs, and then we'll make like some trees and get the fuck out of here. Bert, what do you got happening this week, man?
Man, I don't know. It is cold over here, and I tend to lose power or internet when it's cold. But if things hold out, Friday we got some classic Dungeons and Dragons going on. Saturday, I don't know. Are we going to have enough people to finally finish off Weird Frontiers?
hope
Currently
so.
it looks
Be nice.
like it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we might be on Goodman Games doing the last session of our Weird Frontiers game, and which
Probably.
might require Daniel to die. I mean, we'll see.
We'll see.
See, not
I
his
really
character,
don't
just
want
Daniel.
that.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
not his character.
I'd prefer not to,
If
but
that's
I mean,
what it takes to finish this goddamn campaign, I'll do it.
I know.
I
Sunday
love you, Dan.
play
but
testing
I'm-
for some DCC modules and some Weird Frontiers modules and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
the Weird Frontier stream is actually going to be a discussion about how you guys would allegedly kill me if it were to have happened, and I just will be absent from it.
All theoretical. Like, just
Yeah,
that's it. Jeremy, what do you got, man?
it worked once already, so
Yeah.
True. If you want to find some comics, some tokens, some maps, check out Aaron Reese on Patreon. Why not?
Why not? There you go.
Why not?
Yeah. John, anything you want to put out there?
Yeah, keep your eyes on the Defenders of Cobalt YouTube channel, because in a couple of weeks we'll have some new Pathfinder 2nd Edition. It won't be the Goblin game, but it will be something else. We got characters made this past weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a full crew of 6. And
It's highly accurate.
it is going to be a interesting time.
So if everything goes to plan, and if I get things edited quickly enough, the YouTube channel should start getting new Pathfinder episodes on January 30th. Yeah. Birdie's mad about something. Oh my gosh. Dan, what do you got?
Go to the Discord. It's the place where we post the memes and the things and talk about the episodes and just have a good time.
That is accurate. Yeah, as far as everything else, this Friday, we're back to Anvia, as long as my internet holds out. And we'll be continuing that. And then we'll be back here next week. Same time, same place, more Dungeon Crawl Classics. But yeah, I guess until then, dip, potato chip. Goodbye.
That's
God,
it.
now I want
Words to
chips
live
and
by.
dip.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. Now I have problems.
Now you got problems. All right. Later, everyone.
Bye. I want chips and dip.